what's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything's going to be okay, bud. I'm Ben Kissel on Instagram at BenKissel1, as always, joined by Jerry Aquino.
Hello.
At Miss_Jerry. Someone has asked Jerry to vomit on camera, and they will pay the show big money. So, Jerry, feel free to do that whenever you want. Also, Kyle Plouffe at Kyle Plouffe. Fantastic.
You don't see any chunks until I see the zeros in my bank account go up.
A stack per chunk.
Yeah,
exactly. I like that.
Yeah.
Go to our Patreon, patreon.com/diebud if you want to join the show live. Also, okbudpod@gmail.com. Shoot us an email. I'll read some tomorrow. I got a bunch, and they're very sweet.
We got a ton.
And some people sending in their tattoo pictures of Hail Yourself, and it's very sweet.
That is so nice. It's been inspiring me. I might get that tattoo.
Oh my God, amazing. Well,
Cute.
Let's just start with a little bit of Baldwin news. Because we always like to do our Baldwin stories.
We have to keep up with the Baldwins?
Keeping up with the Baldwins.
Yeah.
And dare I say, if you're having a bad day, if you feel like your life is horrible, this clip should put things in perspective that at least you're not Alec Baldwin. This is a small clip from Alec and Hilaria. They were on the red carpet promoting their brand new show that nobody wants to see.
Yeah.
I have no idea why it's even airing.
Well, because they need, I don't know, points.
Like social credit points?
Yeah.
To be like, oh, he's a human being, even though, yes, that beautiful woman did die because he aimed a gun at her, although it wasn't necessarily his fault. And then they blamed a 26-year-old prop girl whose life is over forever. But he gets a reality show.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. That's not good.
But his reality is a true nightmare.
He is still in a nightmare.
Oh, he's in a nightmare.
It's not like he's escaping.
No. So let's just play this clip. The reporter is asking them about the show, and this is Hilaria's response.
Yes.
Thing too, you know. So we're gonna see how it feels to have it be out there.
It's gonna be great.
This
You're
season,
a winner.
Oh my God! When I'm talking, you're not talking.
Ooh.
No, when I'm talking, you're not talking. This
Oh.
is why. Yes, we'll have to just cut him out of the show. No,
Wow.
no, I mean, I think
She's the
this is
only one that
really
laughed.
Raw show, and it's very real, and we took a lot of chances.
He just totally, his face glazes over and he just walks away.
Oh, yeah.
Really does. He just dies inside and is like, let me just walk away.
He's like,
Move
the
on."
police didn't even treat me like this in a murder investigation.
I
Absolutely.
know.
He'd be like, if I was in jail right now, I'd be putting on performances with prisoners, and they'd love me. They would revere me like a god.
Yeah.
Instead, he's got to hang out with Hilaria, who pretends to be Spanish, and then she treats him rude. But Miss Jerry,
Yeah.
you're Dominican. I think
Okay.
that's a bad representation of how Spanish women love.
So is she?
She's not Spanish. She's from Boston.
Yeah, she's from
Well, what's her-
Brookline, which is the richest part of Boston.
Yeah.
And it's not even Boston.
Did you say Brookline?
Yes.
Brookline.
That's it's
It's like Brooklyn, but it's Brook, Line.
like the Walmart version.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, exactly.
That's cool. And how do we know that she's faking being Spanish?
Because she's not Spanish.
Because she grew up, her name was Hillary, and everyone who grew up with her was like, who the fuck is this Hilaria? She lied and said she's from Spain. She had family that lived there in past generations, and she went to visit on like a week-long trip.
Oh wow.
And then she met Alec Baldwin and was like, I can't say how you say cucumber.
Right.
Literally, she said that.
It's like when your college friend does 6 months abroad and then he comes back and he's like, let's go to my flat. And it's like, it's called an apartment. You're an American, god dang it. So anyway, be happy you're not Alec
Wow.
Baldwin.
That's terrible.
It really is awful. And she's mean to him and that show is awful and no one should support it. Okay.
Wow. Okay. Well. Okay.
Okay.
Just make up your own decisions here, people. I just feel like I just feel like everyone got really like turned on him pretty harshly.
Well,
yeah,
the
you
whole
kill a
death
woman.
thing.
Yeah. No, that definitely would do it.
But then also it was political because he got really political.
He got really political.
Yeah, because he kept on playing Donald Trump, but then he was like, I don't like
Right.
Donald Trump, but then they were like the same person.
Right.
And then he keeps on beating up reporters and stuff.
Does he?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin.
Oh, okay. Well,
Crazy.
in that case, yes.
He's a very interesting Baldwin from a very interesting family. All right, well, let's move on to a bit of an update. This is a sad update. It's going to bring us to North Macedonia.
Okay.
This is this was the place where many people met their fate at a nightclub fire.
Illegal nightclub.
killed 59 people.
It was a warehouse party?
Basically, yes.
No.
Apparently, a popular singer lost his life
Aw.
after rushing back into a fatal nightclub fire to save young fans who were trapped inside. Andre Gajorski, he was the lead singer of the popular Macedonian band DNK. He saw the fire and he said, "God damn it, I'm not just a singer, I'm a hero." And he ran in to save several of his young fans after his band performed at the nightclub.
Wow. It's kind of like that time Bon Jovi talked a woman off a ledge.
I do remember that.
Remember that?
Yes, of course. Living on a prayer indeed.
This one did not make it, though.
No, he didn't make it.
That's sad.
So the fire broke out at 2:30 in the morning. It was caused when the roof, again, went ablaze after some, what do you call those, flames? Decided to climb all over the walls and destroy the people. And his manager has now confirmed that his death was caused because the singer went back into the nightclub instead of running away from the blaze.
Fuck.
His management says, "I have never met such a good and humble person in my life."
Oh.
Also, feared dead is the band's photographer, as well as their backing singer and their drummer.
What?
And their keyboard player.
Jesus.
This band did not get out of there.
This is the exact opposite of the station nightclub. They ran out the side door that was right next to the stage, and then
Right.
security was blocking people from going out that door, being like, band access only.
No
as they're
way.
all on fire. Yeah.
Are you kidding?
I swear to God.
What?
It was the complete
Jesus
opposite.
Christ.
One of the guys from Great White ended up dying going back in for his guitar.
For his guitar.
Oh,
like,
come
"Not my
on,
guitar!"
man. Well,
My ukulele. What is he, a member of the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
What the hell? Leave the guitar. Let the guitar go.
Let
yeah,
it go, dude.
seriously.
There's only one surviving member of
Aw.
this band, DNK, and they are currently in the hospital receiving treatment.
Holy
Wow.
shit. I didn't realize that.
Oh,
right?
that's so sad. He's going to be feeling pretty shit when he wakes up.
Yeah, I mean, he's lost all of his friends and he lost all of his bandmates. I suppose he lived, though, didn't he? So it might be
Guess
good
so.
press.
Hopefully.
Get a PR roundup.
Yeah,
Nope.
Jesus.
Hopefully the song carries on in his heart.
I really hope it does as well.
Yeah.
Speaking of updates, let's get an update on one of the biggest douchebags that we've ever covered. His name is Wade Wilson.
Ah, yes.
Yes,
That
and
guy.
He's also known as the Deadpool Killer.
Which sucks.
It's far too cool of a name for him.
Yeah.
Although now what's coming out with Ryan Reynolds, who I try to separate, but all this stuff, it's difficult because now he's in a massive feud.
Yeah.
And it's all public. But I'm going to separate Deadpool from Ryan Reynolds because Deadpool's a great character and he's great at it.
Well, isn't Deadpool just Ryan Reynolds anyway? Isn't Ryan Reynolds just pretty much Ryan Reynolds in like everything he does?
Pretty
Well,
much, yeah.
Well, he's got range from Ryan to Reynolds, and he plays both of those characters very well.
Yes, he does. That's true.
So this D-bag, he was convicted of murdering 2 women in Florida in 2019, quote, just for the sake of killing.
Oh, wow. Well, sometimes you get that killing itch.
I got a bug.
You
I got an
know?
urge.
I got a thing.
He is heavily tattooed. They call him the Deadpool Killer, despite the fact he has more of a Joker-style smile that he tattooed on his face.
Oh, my God. He's so lame.
It's because he has
for that.
Deadpool's real actual name, Wade Wilson.
Right.
Yeah.
But he didn't even do it the right way. He got the tattoo of the smile. If you wanted to if you wanted to use a shard of glass and actually cut his inner lip to his ear and give himself the Glasgow smile,
Yeah.
But that would hurt.
that would hurt. So instead, he just went with the tattoo. That's how weak he is.
Yeah.
Anyway, not just weak, he's also now super fat. And
Yeah.
this
He
is
is?
yeah, he got all fat.
Yeah, his smile's bigger now.
Wow. He got fat as hell.
Yes. So recent pictures have shown he got himself an iPad evidently, and he's been taking pictures of himself on the
First
iPad.
gen.
And he's all bloated and gross.
That's rough.
And it's incredible. I don't understand how he gained so much weight in prison. Kyle and I were talking. Usually, you go to prison to get absolutely cut.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, don't you the diet is worse? Like you don't even want to eat because the food is so gross.
You get
Exactly.
all the time to do push-ups and sit-ups all day.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do. There's not a lot going on.
I know. I mean, if I go to prison, I'm getting completely in shape, and then I'm gonna get a degree of some sort, right? That's
Oh
what
my
you do
God,
is
you
work
get
out and read.
A degree in labia, you would run that prison.
Why would? Okay.
Well, here's your paperwork.
But they all have labes in there.
Who?
prisoners.
You've lost me.
If you're in a women's prison, they all have vaginas.
You lost me at late.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
It's
necessarily
all
true.
laid out.
Not necessarily true, Kyle.
Yeah.
So,
I mean,
he has a bunch of tattoos. One is a swastika, and the other one says, "Bred for war."
looks like he's eating that.
He was made for war.
Bread, yeah, add an A. Bread for war.
So Wilson's horrific rampage began on the afternoon of October 6, 2019, when he met his first victim, a 35-year-old woman, Christine Melton, at a live music bar, went home with her, strangled her, and then her body was found the next day. Later this same day, Diane Ruiz, 43 years old, was reported missing. Last spotted with Wilson, he was driving Melton's stolen car at the time, which Ruiz got into, and then he killed her.
Wow.
So this guy is really horrible. She was later strangled by Wilson, who, quote, who went on to, quote, run her over until she looked like spaghetti.
Jesus.
Wow.
That's according to Wilson's dad.
That's
Spaghetti. What?
insane. Wait, yeah, that's not a bad. Wouldn't she be more like mashed potatoes? Mashed
Well-
something?
I think all the intestines and everything else.
Mashed meat sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yes.
Cincinnati chili.
Yeah.
Not good.
Yep.
Now he's all fat.
Yep.
Yep.
Like they said in the chat, it's a total opposite of the Luigi effect.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Want to know how I got these carbs?
Right.
Well, Wade Wilson wishes to be Luigi Mangione
Oh,
so
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, jail has been like it's been like a glow up for him.
For Mangione?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Totally.
I watched Joker yesterday, the original one there with Joaquin Phoenix. It's very good. And again, I swear to God, if Joker 2 was good, that murder would have never happened.
Yep.
Luigi Mangione would have never taken out his rage and anger on that CEO if they would have made a good Joker 2. It would have
Right.
been cathartic for the entire country.
That's exactly that's what we needed
I know.
and did not get.
Absolutely. We did not get that. And because of that, now we have a new anti-hero in America, and I don't even know what that means. If it's good, if it's bad, it's probably a bit of both.
It's a little of both.
Yes.
I'm gonna say good.
Well, okay.
Yes.
That's fine. I like that. Okay. This story, this is a crazy one. Have you ever watched the movie The Thing?
Yes.
And it's very good, right?
Yeah. Well,
You don't like The Thing?
no. I mean, it's fun.
It's fun. There's a lot of blood. There's a lot of
Yes.
craziness going on.
Kurt
Yeah.
Russell.
Kurt Russell, super
Russell.
stud.
Come on
Yep,
now.
yep.
There's a dog that's involved, which we all love. It happened in real life. Not so much the alien component of it, but the component of isolation making a man go mad.
Oh.
Oh.
9 members of an Antarctic expedition are locked up together in a research station 2,000 miles away from civilization. Evidently, it was dark, it was cold, and they all started going a little bit crazy.
Whoa.
Specifically, one man who is accused of violently beating,
Wow.
threatening, and sexually harassing at least 2 of his teammates. It was a South African crew. It was 3 women, 6 men. It includes a glamorous doctor with her own skincare line.
Glam. Then what is she doing in the dark?
I don't know.
Is
So-
that her?
Yeah.
That's her.
She's glamorous indeed.
Yes, she has her own skincare line.
Oh.
So when the temperatures at the South Pole are at their warmest for the year, there's a lot of different seasonal ice storms. In happier times, the colleagues were all seen smiling together. They were like, oh, we're on an extended mission, but we're having a lot of fun so far. We're playing games and Uno.
Okay.
Maybe they're playing Uno.
Maybe they're playing dominoes.
Maybe dominoes. It was a 13-month mission on the base of Queen Maud Land,
Yeah.
which is surrounded by a glacial ice sheet. And for the flat earthers out there, that would be your, what do they call that?
The end.
The
of
firmament.
The,
The firmament.
Oh.
the what now?
Firmament.
Okay.
That's what they call it. So, according to urgent emails fired off to authorities from the remote base, an unidentified male member of the South African crew stuck a Sine 4. Okay, so stuck at Sine 4. That's the name of the place.
The base, yeah.
They became deeply disturbed within weeks arriving. So despite
Within weeks?
yeah, they were like freaking out right away
Why?
because they weren't ready. They weren't mentally prepared.
They were supposed to be.
Well,
They said it was a 13-month operation.
yeah, but he wasn't able to do it. This
Yeah.
guy's crazy,
Okay.
right?
I mean, what is he like from Florida?
No, he's South African.
Oh.
A Florida person would be fine.
Yeah.
They have no,
Very-
they have no
yeah,
morals.
yeah.
They would have had their drugs with them,
Yeah.
and they would be
Very
like
true.
making bongs out of stuff.
It's so true. Yeah,
Smoking
yeah.
cigarettes outside.
Yeah,
Yep.
say what you want about the
Absolutely true. Yeah, yeah.
The Floridian survives.
Yep.
So the message, it went out February 27th. It alleged a crew member assaulted and sexually harassed colleagues and even threatened to kill one of them, creating, quote, an environment of fear and intimidation. And there was no way to get out of here. They say his behavior has escalated to the point that it's deeply disturbing. I remain deeply concerned about my own safety, constantly wondering if I might become the next victim.
No,
Jeez.
no.
That's-
That's terrifying.
It is terrifying. So the identity of the crew member believed to have snapped has not yet been released, so we don't know. But we know there's 9 people.
It's any one of these nefarious characters.
It's one of these nefarious characters. I'm assuming it's one of the 6 dudes. I'm going to assume that.
yeah.
Well, it could be. Yeah.
It could be one of the gals. I'm not saying it's not, but
Could
I'm
be
just going to assume.
Gmar Van Tonder.
Oh, Gmar von Tonder does sound like she would be one who goes absolutely crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Or Nivek Ghazi.
Yes. According to the South Africa's environmental minister, Dion George, they say there were no incidents that required any of the 9 overwintering team members to be brought back to Cape Town. All on the base is calm and under control, but that is not true.
That's not true. All is not calm and under control.
They're all getting drunk, drinking Heineken
Well,
outside.
that's fine. What's the
fun.
research?
That was before they snapped.
Yeah.
Maybe they ran out of Heine.
Oh.
That's what it was. They ran out of, they were like, you didn't bring more than a 12-pack
Oh my God.
for a year?
That will cause a massive, massive fight.
Look at that. They're making shapes with the bottles.
Wow.
They're having a ball.
Yeah, they're having fun. It's like a commercial. They have a star made out of Heineken bottles and they're having a good time.
Maybe they're all just actors that were sent out there for a commercial shoot. And they were supposed to pretend like they're doctors. And now they're
very
really
possible.
just losing their mind.
You know, this is exactly.
Like, where's my trailer?
Oh, that's true.
dead.
Actors are very fickle like
I'm
that. That's
dead.
true.
They're not actors. They're clearly people of science.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah, I guess so too.
They're all pretty young. They're all kind of attractive in their own unique ways, which is interesting.
Did you just say that they're attractive in the way that they're not?
No, in their unique ways.
Kyle, you heard
I'm
that,
pretty
right?
sure that's what you
heard
say.
that, right?
Oh, they're attractive.
They all seem unconventionally like someone out there in the world, maybe in a few light years, would find them slightly attractive in their own way.
Well, either way, somebody is going to die here.
Whoa.
No, my God. This isn't the season of True Detective. Remember the last one? That's exactly how that one started. It's a bunch of scientists were in the dark, going crazy. One dude went nuts, killed everyone. And there was like a pile of scientists like frozen and naked on top of each other.
Ooh.
Well, it was like
we're
It wasn't sexy though, huh?
it wasn't. No, it wasn't. It was weird. It was like if you were in the middle of playing Twister and then the roof came out from on top of you and it just froze you solid. Right in between right hand red, left foot green.
Yeah. You just got demolition manned.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like that at all.
No.
According to Dr. Herman van Niekerk, they're a geologist.
Whoa.
They're a geologist. They're a geologist.
What does knee jerk do?
Niekerk is a geologist.
Got it.
And they were at the base, right? They have now come back. And they say it was a very unpredictable environment. They also say that it's been that the person was deeply disturbed. They talk about how the Antarctic is often romanticized, but when people realize what's waiting for them, well, there's not a lot of people who feel they're up to it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's cold.
That's why no
dark,
one lives there.
You're alone.
Yes.
It's impossible.
What is there to romanticize? What, the sky?
The snow.
The snow.
Isolation.
Oh, you know what? I can't stand when people romanticize the snow.
Why not?
Because as a New Yorker, we just know that snow is pretty for like 4 seconds before it gets trampled on by human life.
New York snow it becomes sloshy very quick.
Yes.
But in Wisconsin, you can have a nice snowfall if you're inside and you're in a wooded cabin.
You see, but did you hear it? You said inside.
Yes.
Inside.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then you look out your window and you have a fire and then you're eating pizza and you look at your dog and your wife who's, kind of falling out of love with you. And then you're just like, oh, wow, look at that beautiful snow.
And then you go outside and then you just like shovel snow out of the driveway over and over and over again. So you don't have to
fall in it,
shovel and hit it amongst yourself.
Fall in the snow and let the cold slowly bring you to the next realm.
I guess so, yeah.
So they say, I've taken students out there and some of them just can't handle the isolation, the extreme and frightening weather conditions, the perspective you lose when you can't judge distances in the whiteness.
Yeah.
Much like when you're driving around Pennsylvania.
It's like being in the ocean. It's just, you don't know where you are, how far away you are from anything.
Yeah.
But you're not close to anything. It's hell.
Yeah. Is it hell or is I mean, I feel like for a couple of weeks, it might be pretty intensely peaceful. For 13 months.
Yeah, you're supposed to go do science.
Yeah, you're supposed to go do science. For 13 months, I might go crazy, but not on week 2.
Yeah.
Give me like till like month 5 or month 4 when things really start cracking. I feel like month 3 is when you start finding your flow of things. Mm-hmm. Things start going like kind of well.
I think the big issue here was the 6-to-3 ratio.
Yeah, definitely.
What
were they doing with that?
They went straight Supreme Court with it.
They did.
I feel like you got to have a 5-to-4 or 4-to-5.
Yeah.
But the 6-to-3, it's going to lead to men. They're going to be at some point. They're going to be like, don't look at her. That one's mine. And the guy will be like, she doesn't even want to talk to you, bro. Yeah, and then the girls are just like, we hate you all. We're all lesbians.
Yeah. It's how every conversation of mine goes.
It leads to drama.
Yes.
So they say one of the trapped 9 crew members went absolutely nuts, and I have no idea what's going to happen to him now. So they say it was an environment of fear and intimidation. I remain deeply concerned about my own safety, constantly wondering if I might be the next victim. So there you go. Anyway, don't get into science if you can't handle it.
Wait, so how is word getting back to anybody?
Because this gal came back.
Oh, only one did. Okay.
Yep. And then she was like, it's really not good over there. Or I guess this is the dude.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, Herman Van Neerkerk.
Oh, so now it's still 6 guys and only 2?
No,
it's a guy. Sorry, 5 and 2.
Yeah, it's 5 and 3 now.
5 and 3, yeah.
Now it's 5 and 3.
So one guy was voted off the island.
Yeah. That's what happens when you get into Fuckboy Island, night country.
It's -9 degrees with winds reaching up to 135 degrees.
And not one jacuzzi in the whole space? I mean, you'd think that they'd have like a game room, some kind of a chill, relaxing spot to decompress.
Yeah, no. 135 miles per hour, that is, of course. Yes, a general rule, crew members, they got dining rooms. They do have alcohol. He says you take what you need and have to make it last the whole season. So maybe someone went a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
On the boozy.
You weren't supposed to do all of the blow.
You got him.
You were supposed to space it out, man.
Mm-hmm. Imagine feeding for cocaine around all of that snow and just realize the irony.
These aren't the slopes I was hoping to ski.
Yes, they say romance between crew members is spoken about and it's frowned upon. So they do talk about it.
Well, yeah, I mean, what a disaster that is waiting to happen.
Can you imagine if we all like totally banged right now?
Yeah. And
this is day 1, pal. Relax.
Serious. And then we had to continue to work together for the next 13 months.
Yeah.
Yep.
How fun that would be.
Van Niekerk, he says there's a lot of unknowns. Mostly when I'm out of snowmobiles, that's unsettling because you can't see the crevices. The storms also come in very fast. Even in the winter, there are a lot of unknowns.
Show me the crevices.
So people are scared.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Despite that, there is no plans to bring the entire crew back.
Oh my God.
I guess they're just going to have to go.
Aw.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And that sucks.
Yeah, that does suck.
They say
I don't want to hear back with an even worse story.
Right. They say it would be very difficult. It takes 10 to 14 days by boat and then a helicopter ride, which is the beginning of the movie The Thing, weather permitting, for us in the summer. Winter would be difficult. I don't think we'll see those people again until December.
Jesus.
Right, until December. Okay, well, it sounds like they're not
So-
planning on seeing them anytime soon.
Nope.
I wouldn't have gone somewhere that far. I don't know. That's just me.
Well, you're not a scientist.
I'm not a scientist. I won't go that far for science.
Yeah.
How far will you go for science, Kyle?
To the sperm donation clinic.
Oh,
There
did
it
you
is.
go?
No. But that's as far as I would go for science.
Have you ever done that?
No, they don't want mine.
They probably do.
You probably don't.
Like,
You got a good height.
I got a height, yeah, but they're like, wait,
You do?
you're related to nothing but criminals? We don't need that.
There it is. That's the kicker.
He's 6'2". He's 6 foot. What are you, 6'2", 6'3"?
6'2".
Yeah, exactly.
Tippy toe 6'4".
I'm dead.
So that's one way to die. Go out there, be murdered by one of your fellow scientists.
Uh-huh.
Here's another way to die.
Oh.
A scuba diver has tragically died when he went down 100 feet deep
That's
in
no.
what is being called a labyrinth.
Oh my God.
I
That's
hate this.
terrifying. I'm claustrophobic now.
If anyone really wants to have fun, check out the Nutty Putty Cave incident.
Whoa.
Whoa, the Hui Mc...
Nutty Putty. It's like a fun name.
It was a bukkake of death.
Yeah.
What
like-
the hell?
Welcome to the nutty putty.
That's why he
Yeah,
got
that's
stuck.
what it sounds.
Yeah.
That's why he got stuck down there.
He couldn't climb out. He just kept sinking lower and lower
Yeah.
underneath the goo.
Hey man, did you bring the marshmallow fluff? No, it's all cum. No, I'm covered in semen. I can't get out of this rock. Yeah, the Nutty Putty Cave. This dude goes down there with a couple of friends.
Oh.
Ends up fucking up. He goes down like head first into this crevice and got his legs all showing and stuff.
Yep.
Oh
They
my
try to pull him
God.
up, but it doesn't
Oh
work.
my God.
And then
I remember that.
eventually they just seal the cave and put a little plaque.
Yes.
And that's where he is to this day.
Yeah.
That's
He
it.
got stuck
Oh, my
upside down.
For more than like 26 hours.
Yeah. And they were just like, sorry, bud.
Holy shit.
We're just going to go ahead and seal this up on you.
Holy
Yeah.
what a nightmare. What a nightmare. What a nightmare. Ah! Yeah, no, that really gives me the creeps.
So let's go to Florida for this story.
Okay.
So cops rushed to Twin Caves in Blue Springs recreational area. This was in Florida. 3 people were doing a day trip. They were just going to go caving and have a good time.
Oh, no.
However, all 3 found themselves in a bit of trouble. Rescue teams were able to rescue 2 of the people. However, a 3rd tragically was killed.
How did they get stuck down there?
So apparently there's these fast flooding caves,
Oh.
and they didn't realize that a fast flood was going to come in.
Oh, my God.
So they say the Twin Caves, they're described as low flow caves, but they can easily fill up with silt and bury the divers underneath it.
Oh, my God.
So the space in the cave is also extremely tight, obviously. And if you are claustrophobic, you don't want to be doing this.
Oh, my God. No.
Several deaths have been reported over the years in these caves. It comes after 2 tourists died, with one being discovered in the jaws of a shark.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
So he drowned, he got like suffocated to death, and then a shark ate him. Good God.
and a
messed
dolphin
up.
humped him.
Yes. It's like, all right, he's finally dead.
That is unfortunate.
Yes, they got swept away from strong undercurrents while they were scuba diving.
Oh.
Yes. Another story happened in the Philippines. 4 Russian men aged 18 to 57, they were going to a little dive off of Verde Island in the Philippines. Disaster soon struck, and they were separated from their dive master. Some of the group were able to surface, but 2 others, they did not, and
Oh
they
my
were
God.
dead.
I'm not going to be diving anytime soon.
Nope, a British man died while losing consciousness while diving in Greece.
Oh,
Just
my
don't do it.
God. Why? Why do you have to dive?
Yeah.
Just snorkel. All right. Dip your head in. Look at it. Like, whoa, my God's so
It's
pretty. And then come back up.
It really is the weirdest pastime. That and that whatever Free Solo did when he would climb the mountains with cock and balls, I think.
What?
Yeah, Free Solo. He didn't even use his hands. He
just his
climbed
cock.
an entire mountain with his cock and balls.
I see.
Yes, and then he won an Oscar for it, and it was like the peak of the Me Too movement. So he had to thank his girlfriend who like discouraged him the whole time.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, but then he's like, "I thank you, honey." It's like you did it.
Yeah.
You're allowed to claim
What
some
is
credit.
happening?
Anyway, so be very careful. Suffocation is not how I want to die, unless it's kind of like this next story. An OnlyFans model.
Right. Yeah, that's what
Yes, an OnlyFans model. She has been charged with killing a man who paid her $11,000
Nice.
for a kinky performance.
Whoa.
The last payment for $11,000, I think we discussed, was that woman who tried to get a hitman to kill her husband.
That's right.
But the hitman was already in prison.
Life.
With a life sentence.
Yeah.
I'll get around to it.
You're real good. He's going to kill him from the inside.
Wow.
So
she was modeling on OnlyFans. She's very cute.
she's very cute. And I am going to, right now, say that I defend her.
Good.
Because it seems sometimes when you're doing the BDSM, just look what happened with David Carradine. Mistakes do happen, and I don't believe that she intentionally murdered this man. But let's get into it.
Yeah, she doesn't look like an intentional murderer.
So this guy, he gave her $11,000.
Now, is this the guy or is this just her partner?
This is
that
her
we're looking
husband.
at? Oh, okay. Okay.
And what he wanted to do was have a little fun by being wrapped in plastic.
Well,
Ooh, like Twin Peaks.
Okay.
She's wrapped in plastic.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be wrapped in plastic and duct tape. This resulted in his death from asphyxiation.
Jesus.
Right, which makes sense. So despite never engaging in BDSM before, she told the cops that she was hired by the victim to, quote, wrap him like a mummy in saran wrap.
Well, that's why she wasn't even like a seasoned or like a trained like
Where do you go for training?
dominatrix.
Is there school?
Well, you got to apprentice someone, don't
Can you search if there's a dominatrix school?
There is definitely dominatrix schools.
Yeah.
I know someone who is one.
Classes of sorts.
well, 'cause-
yeah, there's
yeah.
lessons.
Okay.
There's protocols you got to follow. There's a lot of safety check-ins that you got to do.
There are multiple dominatrix academies.
Oh, there are academies.
It's a thing.
How much is it for a class?
Well, the art of female domination classes, they go for
What are we looking at? $500, $600?
a few $100.
$400 for a Labor Day 3-day rope bondage
Whoa!
soiree.
During Labor Day.
I'll tie a couple of knots for $400.
That's kind of fun.
That is kind of fun.
And this is a discount course site, by the way.
Look at this, but bondage for dummies. That's
Yeah,
what
how-
she needs.
How much is bondage for dummies?
It's 200.
And what is it?
$250.
What does it entail?
Have you been to a million classes and left feeling like you knew less than you did when you started?
No.
All
No.
the time.
Maybe you feel like a beginner that's a little nervous and fumbling. Well, worry no more.
Yes.
All you need to learn is one basic principle to begin your bondage journey. I will show you the easiest way to tie a rope effectively and go through the process till you're rigging like a pro.
Rigging. Like a pro.
I love that.
He jumped to very advanced level verbiage there.
Well, so this woman, she did not take these classes.
Not a one,
No.
dude. She just did what she thought she saw or could do on Instagram.
There's a 2-book Kindle series for $4. You get a
Oh my gosh. See,
She could have ordered a $2 Kindle series and
Yep.
saved this man's life.
now I'm kind of backtracking on my support.
Yeah.
She didn't take the classes.
You did defend her. Because it could have been like, by the way, when you wrap someone in saran wrap, you got to leave like one pinky out. So you'd be like, wiggle your pinky if you're
Right.
dying.
But wouldn't you poke little holes?
Or you
so they
poke
can
little
breathe?
holes. Yeah, and then you're like, and before you get all like, rah, you're supposed to be like, hey, are you good? And you're like, I know you're like, you can't breathe, but you can
Right.
breathe, right? All right, cool. And action, rah, and then you do the dominatrix stuff.
Right. So the victim, again, he wanted to be wrapped like a mummy in saran wrap. And then strangely, he wanted her to glue a pair of women's boots to his feet.
Okay.
So he wanted her to glue the women's shoes to his feet.
So okay, wait, are we talking like the glue is in his foot, and then you put the shoe on his foot, and then it's like they're glued inside,
I don't know.
or is the shoe sole having the glue on it, and then it goes from sole to foot sole?
That it doesn't really clarify it.
Soul to soul glue.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
do you put the sole of the shoe on the bottom of his foot and then he walks like all weird on the actual on the shoelaces?
Well, I mean, if he's tied up in saran wrap, where is he going?
He's kind of just jumping up and down.
I thought he was lying down. That's why I could see a sole to sole gluing happening.
The victim's name was Dale.
Oh,
Oh,
damn it, Dale.
Dale.
Yeah. And a troubling video out of April 17th, 2023, it shows Dale had duct tape over his mouth,
Oh.
his head swathed in cling wrap that was further duct taped. And then there was a plastic bag also secured with tape over his entire face and head. I think she may have killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking this.
Yeah, now it's feeling like all
Yeah.
around murder.
Yeah.
This is all a lot.
But then why kill the guy? He's giving you 11 grand for your first job ever.
It's true.
No, not for her first job.
No,
Her
for-
first BDSM job.
Well, right.
And for therefore first working relationship.
Yeah.
If I were her, I'd be like, wow, this is a thing that I
That's
can
something you
keep
want to
going.
keep going.
This is a working relationship we could probably work out.
Yeah.
It may have ended great, though. You know how, like, you first start doing stand-up comedy, and the curse is whenever you go to your first open mic, you do really well.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then you're
God,
like,
hate
I
that.
think comedy's for me. And then subsequent times are horrible, and then your life
Yeah.
sort of spirals, and,
Yeah.
and everything kind of falls apart.
Yep, pretty
All
much.
because that first time gave you a bit of an inkling of success.
Right. Yeah. Man, is that what happened?
That's what happens.
Oh.
That's what happens. And then they burn out, and then they blame stand-up, and then they're like, I hate comedy. And then they get into law or drugs.
Podcasts?
No, podcast is comedy. No, podcasting, this is professional radio.
Yes.
Yes.
This is a skill that is above all forms of comedy.
Ooh.
Okay.
So Dale, as he was suffocating on the floor, she performed sex acts nearby for the OnlyFans video she was recording on her phone.
Well, that's comforting at least.
So he was like, I'm dying. And then she was like, let me shove this dildo on my
She was
ass.
like and subscribe, guys.
It's like,
Yes.
take the shoes off.
So the plastic wrappings were left in place for a total of 8 minutes.
Wow, that's too long.
Right? And so Dale's arms and legs were also bound tightly, preventing him from removing anything that was over his mouth
My
or
God.
his nose.
Yeah.
Terrifying. This is also just claustrophobia central.
Yes. She realized something had gone horribly wrong, and then she did call 911. She tried to give CPR, but he was declared brain dead at the
Oh
hospital.
my God. Oh my God.
So he paid $11,000 to get murdered in a horrible, horrible way. No word if he came.
Yeah.
Now, if he ejaculated, I do think that would be part of the defense.
Yeah.
it would be pretty nice. Well, at least to just know that he went out doing what he loved.
Yeah. She recorded this on her OnlyFans, which she operates with her husband, Brandon.
Brandon.
Yeah, so-
where the hell was Brandon, huh?
Brandon and Dale.
Why
Yeah.
shouldn't Brandon have been checking up on Dale's pulse or something?
Yeah, I don't think they really cared much about Dale.
I think he's more the tech guy,
Yeah, he's
the
behind.
Yeah.
producer.
Well, tech is a funny word for cuck. I think he's the cuck guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She has 3 children. She says they were engaged in consensual sexual activities, and she did not think that Dale was going to die. She's like, I did not think he was going to die.
Who knew? You wrap a guy in saran wrap for what? 8 minutes? You think? I thought he was going to come out of that.
I run an OnlyFans. I'm not a genius over here.
Oftentimes they are, though.
I'm fingering my butthole on camera.
Seriously, I'm not fucking. I'm not a scientist.
I think
This isn't Antarctica, okay?
Yeah.
science behind that.
No.
O-ring stimulation.
Yeah.
Well, she should have used some common sense.
This is what
She
the guy wanted this.
I know, but still, it's like you gotta.
This is going to be an interesting case to follow. She has pleaded not guilty. She is in jail. She's being held without bond. I think you could probably bond her
You
out.
could bond her out.
I mean, that's what got her into all this.
Hello.
I mean, well, maybe she's a flight risk.
Yeah, maybe. Either way, she has been charged with 2nd-degree murder.
Oof.
So she's looking at very significant time.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I need to know whether or not
I don't know.
the transfer went through before this, because if it didn't and she was like pissed, then I could see her killing him.
I mean, she recorded all of this.
True.
So that'll be, I think we'll see.
This is
As
I think
far
if
as
she
we
went
know.
over and like started
gonna be
like,
disturbing.
if she went over to like start kicking the body and being like, "Where's my money, motherfucker?"
Yeah.
It could just be an innocent mistake. And I don't know. If I'm a juror, is this just a tragic accident?
Well, if you're a juror, you're going to be like, let me see that video again.
Can I see that?
Right.
Let me see that now.
Did we actually see the whole video?
No,
I'm going to have to see that again.
I mean the HOLE.
No, did we see the hole in the video?
Yes.
Did you get any hole?
Could we see that video of her winking it one more time? because I think she's winking at me.
Wow.
I think we need to see her other videos.
Yeah. Is that just for context?
Yes.
But that is an interesting one, isn't it?
Mm.
Kind
It's kind of a gray area.
It is a gray area because it's like, oh man, this girl's we're gonna take away this girl's whole life. But then also she took away someone's whole life too.
Yeah, Dale's.
Yeah.
What does the chat think?
What does the chat think?
They're talking about how bad of a time it would be to be stuck in that cave right now.
Oh, yes.
But that,
Cave or dying at the hands of a dominatrix?
yeah.
That's today's pop-up
Because
question.
then you
Yeah.
feel like a silly goose. At least the other guy was like died with his proper hiking gear on. This guy's
True.
got fucking high heels on, glued to his feet.
Well, yeah, that's a tough one to explain.
Glued to
You're going to want to have a closed casket.
Yeah.
Why would you?
I don't know how the glue process worked.
Yeah.
Was it like actually on his foot, or did he wear a sock? And then it was glued to the shoe. So then he could just take the sock off.
But maybe he glued the sock to his foot and glued it to the shoe after, so it's all just.
Ew.
All
Imagine,
Yeah.
imagine how the glue feels in between your toes.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That's
I don't-
kind of cool.
I guess it. The glue, that's from, yeah, that might be from, what was that movie? Showgirls.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
The guy liked to have Vaseline between his toes.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's weird.
Yucky.
Yeah. All right. Just lastly, if you're going to take a picture with a knockoff brand Mickey Mouse, make sure to pay him. Otherwise, you're going to
God.
get stabbed. And
What?
hey, this is a tourist warning. So there's a fella. He poses as Mickey Mouse, right?
Why is there a bunch of stuff on his nose?
Because he's weird. It looks like it's ticker tack.
Yeah.
So he's a lookalike. He's being hunted by police after he threatened to stab tourists with a knife.
That's amazing.
Right? Because these people, this is in Naples, Italy, which is a
Ah.
beautiful place. I've been to Naples.
That's why he has the knockoff Naples costume.
Exactly.
Yes.
Great pizza, great people.
This Mickey Mouse has an Italian accent.
Exactly.
Cool.
Much like they did in the WW2 era
Right.
when they were talking about
right.
when they were talking about fascism and
Yeah.
defeating the Nazis.
Yeah.
So pictures and videos were shared all over social media.
Wow, he's creepy.
Yes, people would take a picture with him. But then if they were unwilling to pay, he threatened them and he would pull out a big old knife.
Oh my god.
Yeah, one TikTok user posted a picture of her younger daughter with the Mickey Mouse impersonator. They say, I was super excited and my daughter took a picture with Mickey Mouse. Only now I have discovered that he goes around with a knife and takes it out to anyone who doesn't give him money. Thank God we escaped. My question is, you got to pay the guy.
Yeah.
Right?
A lot of people don't realize that that's exactly what they want. They're giving you a service. They're taking a picture with you.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, this is so fun. They're just out here. It's like, no, you better give them $5 or $10
Yeah.
because they're pissed.
Yeah, they're this is what they're doing for the money.
Yeah.
It's like when you're in Las Vegas and you see the big showgirls or show guys.
Yes.
I've taken pictures with both.
Nice.
You got to give them $20.
You have to
Otherwise, I mean, they'll get rid of you. They will find a way to kill you.
make you some with the desert fishes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But people are very upset. They say this guy, he's disguised as Mickey Mouse and he's extorting money from tourists and citizens that take pictures with him.
yeah, I mean the knife is pretty extreme.
The knife is very extreme. Also, where does he keep it?
Well, he's got a whole Joker costume on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's on the inside of his shirt.
I'll see if I can bring the video tomorrow, but people I know got video of a guy beating the shit out of Spider-Man on Hollywood Boulevard.
Oh, really?
What?
Because he got into an argument with the Mickey Mouse on Hollywood Boulevard, and then Spider-Man dropped in like he was like tough. And then the dude was like, no, I'm really going to beat the shit out of you. And beat the shit out of Spider-Man so bad, he had to get thrown into a pickup truck and driven away to the hospital.
Oh my god.
And Mickey Mouse is actually friends with the Spider-Man. I like know all these guys.
Yeah.
And he was, and you see Spider-Man getting the shit kicked out of him by this lunatic who ended up going to prison for all this. And
What?
Mickey Mouse is in the background just going, like not breaking characters.
That's amazing. Got his hands
I'll
on
see-
his
see if I can
hands on
bring
his
it tomorrow.
cheeks.
Oh, that's hilarious.
trying to-
That's good.
What was the name of the documentary that followed the street performers? The person who dressed as Superman and
yeah.
Batman. It is fantastic. It gives you insight into the lives of a lot of these folks who are mostly failed actors, and they really do love the characters that they portray many times.
Yeah.
What was the name of that documentary?
Confessions of a Superhero.
Confessions of a Superhero.
I just watched it a few
so
months
good.
ago again.
Oh my god.
The guy who plays Superman is like touched.
Yeah.
And
he just died.
Did he just die?
He died within the last couple of years. Yeah.
Jumping off a building or what?
No, he was like, not healthy in any aspect of life.
Yeah, maybe suicide.
Yeah.
Maybe suicide.
Maybe.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well,
Wow.
thank you for listening.
What a time. What a
Absolutely.
time.
Do we have any comments to read?
Today's
Yes.
very chilling. Eesh.
Vanessa said, "Don't mess with a disgruntled mascot.
Absolutely not.
Very fucking true.
I love a good mascot.
Yeah.
Hot in those suits and they're cranky.
And they're very athletic.
Some of them.
Mr. Met.
Oh yeah.
And then they gave him a Mrs. Met, too.
Yeah,
Nice.
they were like, please calm down, sir. You have a wife now.
Yeah.
You have a family.
Well, that'll calm him down. Nothing's more calming than a wife.
Right.
People had their picks of who was going to be the lunatic on the Antarctic base.
Okay, who do they got?
People got Nevek.
Oh, Nevak seemed just fine. He seemed fine. There's
We'll
that
see.
Allen dude.
Yeah.
That Allen dude was giving me the side eye.
Kelsey and Jeff were saying about the fat Joker, Wade Wilson, that he's got the opposite of the Luigi effect going on.
Yeah, Kyle, I said that.
I know what they're agreeing with.
They're agreeing with you.
Yeah.
That's what.
Look at that. All right, everyone.
Vanessa used to be a party panda at the local skating rink. You haven't lived until you've done a hokey pokey and skates in a panda suit.
Oh, my God. Well, I haven't lived yet.
I guess I have not lived.
Yeah.
I always love doing the old hokey pokey.
I can't even rollerblade in my jeans. I mean, I skate. I don't. If I do it in a panda suit, I don't know what's going to happen.
No.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. We'll wait and see when everything falls apart and we're down on Hollywood Boulevard. I'll be the Incredible Hulk.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
That'd be cool. You could be Superwoman.
Yeah, and then Kyle will be the Mickey Mouse that's just watching and doing nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for listening. We'll be back tomorrow. Hail yourselves.
Woo.
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye.